The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is a constitutional monarchy with a multi-party, parliamentary form of government. Citizens elect members of Parliament to the House of Commons, the lower chamber of the bicameral Parliament. They last did so in free and fair elections in 2019. Members of the upper chamber, the House of Lords, occupy appointed or hereditary seats. Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Bermuda have elected legislative bodies and devolved administrations with varying degrees of legislative and executive powers. The United Kingdom has 14 overseas territories, including Bermuda. Each of the overseas territories has its own constitution, while the United Kingdom government is responsible for external affairs and defence. Except in Scotland and Northern Ireland, the National Police maintained internal security and reported to the Home Office. The Army, under the authority of the Ministry of Defence, is responsible for external security and supports police in extreme cases. The National Crime Agency investigates serious crime in England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland and has a mandate to deal with organised, economic, and cyber crimes as well as border policing and child protection. The National Crime Agency's Director General has independent operational direction and control over the agency's activities and is accountable to the Home Secretary. Scotland's judicial, legal, and law enforcement system is devolved. Police Scotland reports to the Scottish Justice Minister and the State Prosecutor, coordinates cross-border crime and threat information to the National Police, and responds to police needs in Scotland upon request. Northern Ireland also maintains a separate police force, the Police Service of Northern Ireland, which reports to the Northern Ireland Policing Board, a public body composed of members of the Northern Ireland Assembly and independent members of the community. The Bermuda Police Service is responsible for internal security on the island and reports to the governor appointed by the central government. Civilian authorities maintained effective control over the security forces. There were reports that members of the security forces committed some abuses. Significant human rights issues included credible reports of crimes, violence, and threats of violence motivated by anti-Semitism. The government had mechanisms in place to identify and punish officials who may commit human rights abuses or engage in corruption.